Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Twitch mid lane into a Kayle. It is gonna be a pretty free matchup for a while. AP Twitch is entertaining because you have W and auto attacks, which give you the stacks, which has an AP ratio on it that's pretty good, and your E does a 210% AP ratio at 6 stacks of people who have those on it. So during the early game, what you can do is try to like abuse that you are just a range character versus a melee character because Kayle is super bad. So I'm going to be trying to auto attack as frequently as I can to try to punish her, not only with the stacks but like just in general auto attacks. It doesn't matter what character you are. If I was to play like Zoe is well, I guess Zoe also doesn't matter. Syndra or something. Syndra doesn't have like crazy auto attacks, but I would still be auto attacking her with Syndra as well. They have a Doran shield, so they are going to be trying to make it so they take significantly less damage because a Doran shield gives them health sustain through getting hit by abilities of champions that gives her like health regen, and I have a damage over time effect, and the damage over time effect is kind of weak when it's only a couple stacks. So the problem is that I think that when I auto attack her, I might actually heal her for more than ideal if it's just like a singular auto. But if I can get multiple auto attacks off, of course, it could be like substantially stronger. So the idea here right now is probably have it slow push back towards me somehow, if I can. The wave definitely on this wave is not going to be a slow push, so I don't think I could do anything about it. But eventually, maybe, I can try to set that up. I know that having her farm underneath turret is not that bad of an idea, too. Because if she has to step up underneath turret, she can still get punished pretty dang hard. She went for cannon, so we'll just try to punish her hard here. I got maximum stack value there. Use my W to try to cut her off because my W slowed her. So it's 8 to 23, but this is honestly a pretty regular like situation. It's not really that challenging to get like super strong against Kayle. I'm not using my E to shove fast because really there's no point. Shoving fast does like not benefit me really. So I'm only trying to harass her. Dang, I was CSing pretty well until those couple minions. So I'm just not going to touch the wave because she'll probably just base here and come back. I will need to eventually base to go by, though. Okay, she did not base, but she's still missing so much. So this is, once again, just like a super terrible position for her. When you play Kayle, you don't play her for the early game. She can become much stronger later on, but it's dependent also on like how her team does, too. And I've been doing a pretty good job at like making sure she really made herself quite weak. Where hopefully when she does become ranged and stuff, she still struggles because she's going to be so far behind in gold. Because she only has 11 farm at 4 minutes. Ah! I almost missed cannon, but I wanted to make sure that I got the melee and the cannon, because if I went for cannon there, I would have missed melee for sure. Tiny poke. I get the plate for myself. I'm kind of down to base, I guess, on this next wave. So what I'll do is I'll start hitting the melee minions. And then I'll put down my W here, auto attack these all once. And then this should just be an instant wave shove. And then we just reset. Because this is a pretty substantial amount of gold and I want to utilize it. Be able to like either roam somewhere. I really like going Darksteel on Twitch. There, this is huge. Nashor's Tooth is usually one of the first items that you buy because it gives you the attack speed, so then you can more consistently land your passive onto people, right? And then it still gives you pretty good AP as well. Bot lane looks like it would probably be not that difficult to gank. I just need to first get a wave shove going. Twitch is pretty good at roaming. It's just that your wave clear is kind of bad, so sometimes you just have to leave lane in a bad wave, but versus a Kayle, I feel that you can kind of do whatever you want. My team's doing Dragon. I'll just help out with it just so we do it faster, because the faster we do it, the faster our Zed, who is the jungler, can like start going elsewhere as well. This guy's just dead. He can't really escape. So that guy dies. Whenever you get a kill, your Q, which is the camouflage, also resets, which is amazing. I'll just ult here just to make it so it's even easier to kill. It's not that difficult to just walk around and just start fighting people when you have a decent amount of AP. Oh yeah, I kind of took all this guy's farm, sorry. I'll just go mid. But yeah, pretty straightforward. For some reason, they have a support who has the account name of a Rengar one trick that's like really good, and he was like climbing in Korea and has a lot of viewership right now. I've seen that a lot of people like watching him, and this person is not him, but he has that person's name, and he has a challenger icon from a previous season, and then he also is playing Ezreal support. So I don't know what's happening there. So now that Kayle is finally level 7, or like, you know, past 6, she's ranged. She can start dueling you, kind of, because now she can just try to auto-attack you and do auto-attack trades when you're lower, because her E does percent damage as well. The lower you are, the more threatening she is. Obviously, that's the case for every champion, but even more so for a champion like her, because she does have a percent missing. So the lower you are, the more damage her auto attack from her E does. So I didn't really want to stick around. I also wanted to like buy an item. Swifty boots and Ionian boots are usually the core boots for AP Twitch, because you're able to either have really good CD, or you can have really good movement speed to rotate around the map all over the place. She's just dead here. We ignited her because Gwen does have healing in her kit. My team kept on pinging that she's probably out our red buff doing it, and if we all just rotate together, then we can just do something like that. I know that this guy will deal a bit of damage to me, so I'm just going to auto-attack her a little bit to get the stacks going. That person made a huge mistake. That's a pretty rare type of kill, but with Twitch, you can stack with your auto-attacks and your W. It stacks up to 6 times. It lasts 6 seconds. So it's 6 seconds is a pretty significant amount of time. We do W max after. And because it lasts so long, if they ever have like almost max stacks, or just any amount of stacks at all, right? I mean, even if they have like 3, if you can restack them, it's really, really, really good. Especially if you can restack them with your E being up too. And my E was coming back up. So what I saw is that my E is going to be up in like 3 seconds, and she still had 5 stacks on her. So I did one auto attack with my ultimate, and it hit her before the stacks expired, bring her back to max, press E. My E range is very, very long, and that just killed her because the AP ratio is so dang high on it. And they die. And now we get a snowball. Honestly, AP Twitch is very good at snowballing. I would say in most of your cases, the best way to play the game is by getting fed by going side lane in roaming, but you can also like 1v1 as well. I really want to shove out this next wave, but I don't know if I can get down bot lane fast enough if I do this. So I'm going to put down my W just so I push faster here, because that would be the only case of me being able to get down there. It looks like they don't even need me though, so I'm just not going to bother. I'll just continue hitting mid. We do have grubs as well, because my team was able to get it, so I should be able to get first turret here, I believe. If I get ganked, I also could run away pretty easily. I don't even think that I could be chased. You can see that the damage dealt to me was kind of significant, but I didn't really care. There's, like, healing inside the river, And, we could maybe look to try to kill her, I guess. Just poke her at least. Will she all in me with her ultimate? Is that enough? Well, that guy just messed up kind of hard. I could make this guy probably jump on me. So, like, right here, he'll jump on me, right? Oh, dang. I was trying to make him jump in because then my Zed would be able to kill, but maybe he just never had his stuff. Cool, so he still dies. Yeah, this Ezreal's griefing pretty hard, isn't he? And we have our, Medjai Soul Stealer with 10 stacks, so we are, kind of just gonna win this game at 15 minutes, possibly. With how fed we are. Being able to have even more movement speed to allow roam opportunities, or make the roam opportunities even better is so broken. This guy's kind of low top lane. You can kind of stop farming if you really want to at this point, and just, like, farm wherever you go. Because what I can do is just go up here and just start helping out, and then we'll just get a free, stack. So I get some stacks there, and then I just leave. I also like re-stealthing immediately, so if there was vision, they can't see me unless it's a pink ward. I can also, like, try to rotate with my Bard. There's a Gwen there. So she'll die, I get more stacks again, re-stealth. I didn't want to just face check Gwen, because she used her ultimate, so I'd rather fight her when that expires. I wanted to see if maybe she would rotate this way, which is why I'm just standing here, but she didn't. Well, GG, I guess. I have no idea why this Ezreal support griefed like this, but it is what it is, I guess. So, Renekton's a scary character, right? Well, I feel as though, as long as I don't get, like, bursted by Ezreal, I should be okay here. So that guy will die. I get another assist. The reason why I committed so hard for that is because I also have Flash, and having Flash means that you can play much more aggressive without maybe getting yourself killed. I didn't mean to reactivate Q. I was trying to press tab there and fat-fingered it, darn, because I wanted to go buy another Needless, because the second item you should almost always go every single game is just a Death Cap, straight up. AP Twitch is one of those champions where building Death Cap second item is actually super viable, because his ratios are so insane that getting the high amount of AP as fast as possible is, like, the most strong way to build him, usually. If you, like, look up win rate statistics, it's like Death Cap usually is almost always better second item than even Shadow Flame, and you would think Shadow Flame is super good, because it is. Gives you Magic Pen. Makes it so your true damage can crit, your E can crit, but still, regardless of that, it still shows Death Cap usually being higher. My W also slows for more AP ratio too, so I can, like, slow for a pretty significant amount. That guy's just gonna die to the poison now. There's no way you can escape that. We're at 25 stacks. And all we really need to do is just, I guess, end the game. Huh. I don't know if there's much that they can do here. Yeah, they have that. Well, GG. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the commentary on the AP Twitch. Sorry that it was so stompy. I'm going to try to get a game 2 of it. Because, I mean, stomping like that really isn't that important. I'm kind of curious about who this guy is. We'll look at, firstly, I want to look at Kayle to see who she is, because I just faced her. She is Master Tier opponent that... Do they play mid or not? No, they play jungle, so they got auto-filled. And then, this person that played Ezreal bot lane is maybe just, like, griefing because they are upset that they didn't get the their role, I guess. I don't really know. It's kind of weird that they just would play that. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to game 2 of the AP Twitch. We are playing versus an Echo this game. This is a really rough matchup because Twitch kind of doesn't do good versus things that can easily jump on top of me and then run away afterwards. So, we'll see how it goes. He does not have Halo Blades. If he had Halo Blades, I could totally get cheesed. He has Electric Hue, so thankfully, that does make my early game significantly easier. I want to be able to hopefully auto-attack him frequently right now and, like, just see what I can do with it. I don't know if he did start E with Electrocute, maybe, and he'll still try to do it. Some people do that, but putting a ward down, auto-attack him again, try to make sure that he misses some of these minions, and if he doesn't miss the minions, he just has to trade his HP for it, so I have an easier early game, of course. Still trying to keep my passive onto him. This is going to hurt him really badly. So now he's like 1 HP. He's just really not done well understanding that the best way to play Echo, what he should have done, is play super far away from the wave early on, and then just press Q when all 3 melee minions get low, but don't hit the casters whatsoever, and he would have been in a much better position. That would have been smarter, but that's okay. For him still, because he gets to come back, and even though he... Wait a second. How on earth did you afford boots? He didn't buy any potions. Huh, maybe there's actually an Echo strategy that I don't even know about that actually really helps him. I get a lot of movement speed here, so even though this is going to be annoying and stuff, I might be able to still escape. Because I have a feeling that Xin Zhao is going to flash at the same time as me, which is what he did, right? So I just flashed preemptively. And the way that you usually do that is that you will lose your flash no matter what. As soon as the Xin Zhao showed up and pressed W, why is he pressing W so far away? You can, like, think about it that way. He's only pressing W if it's never going to land. If he's either flashing or baiting my flash, he probably could... I would have flashed anyways, even if he didn't. But you can just kind of have that type of thought process of just like, oh, okay, well, if he does channel his W there, then clearly he probably is going to try something on me. But we're just trying to get our stacks onto this guy consistently and then, like, press my E button, obviously, but it's just kind of difficult to do all the time. I mean, we can poke him a little bit, but that's about it. There's not much more else we can do. This wave is a pretty good one if we just, like, freeze it. I am up farm as well. I'm going to put a ward down so we can see if he, like, stays inside a lane or not. My Hecarim is invading, probably because Xin Zhao did waste a lot of time ganking me and wasn't successful, but Hecarim overcommitted. Some junglers just really go very aggressive. I also think that Riven was taking a reset, so it's pretty interesting to do invade like that when you know that we don't have our top laner with us. Didn't think that Q was going to hit me, but it didn't hit the backswing and the front swing, so it didn't hurt that bad onto me. If I could just press Ignite onto him, he would die, but... sadly, I just can't get in range of him, in my opinion. The wave state is, like, bad, but he also is, like, in a strange position himself. I'm just gonna put my W there so he has to walk into it if he wants to step up. He is playing with fire here a lot, but I'm also kind of playing with fire, because if I get hit by everything and my E doesn't go off, I might die. But he did take a turret shot. So I wanted to play with fire just like how he was, because I know if I get hit by his 3-hit, I could technically die. I still went for it, though. Was it worth it? I don't really know. I mean, it's equal-ish. I did lose some minions from it. It does feel very nice to reach certain item spikes on Twitch, like your death cap spike, so obviously getting the faster to the decap spike is sometimes really influential. But playing versus an Echo is really challenging, though, for my champ, though. Whenever he uses Q, that's kind of my opening that I should be okay in the lane, because how he functions is that he's trying to do E plus Q for a short trade. So as long as I just, like, kind of respect that, I can kind of lane versus him fine. I know that whole, like, jump on me there, he took a turret shot. I probably am going to not be able to auto-attack that fast enough, so I miss it, which is tragic, but... We'll start stealthing and just see if we can see him. And he is here. I thought he was going to jump on me, so I put my W on top myself, because a lot of times people do that, but he didn't. I'm not really sure what this whole trade is, but okay. I mean, he chunked the crap out of me, but he just burned his ultimate. And he also doesn't really have much mana either. So I'm not really sure why he did that. Hope you're able to get all the minions. That's chill. I mean, as long as I don't get ganked by, like, Xin Zhao, I technically can never die here to Echo. He has no mana. So instead, we can just start shoving in this wave. Pretty convenient for me because now I can either look for a roam or just like try to kill him, but killing him is the more difficult one to do. I would have to do it when he goes for the E's and just hope that I can like land enough. My Venom taking onto him is definitely annoying. Probably will like stop his base and make it a little bit more difficult to get back quickly. I think that I just want to reset though. It's not 10 minutes into the game, so he can't really get back that quickly. So by the time that he gets back, I can already shove in the wave and just leave, which is really, really convenient. I'm just going to back up pretty dang far so I don't get hit. If he wants to try to freeze it, he can. I mean, he's going to take quite a bit of damage, and then might help out when I get back in a lane. It might. He could use his W, which he did, to shield himself and stun the wave, so it's a little bit better for him, so it's not that big of a deal. I am here, and Echo doesn't have ultimate. We should fight this. But I guess that we can't. They have a ton of, like, basically 1 HP targets. The Echo is 1 HP, the Xin Zhao is 1 HP. I might get an assist. Nice, that's kind of convenient. Hecarim's weak as heck. I mean, I wanted to fight it, but ultimately, all that happened is that Sin just ran at me and just knocked me up, or, like, flung me back, I guess I should say, and, I guess Hecarim not having his ultimate means that there's really no fight potential there. I really thought that we could just, like, slowly chunk them out as they continue doing it, but they can initiate too quickly, so the Singe was able to run us down. I thought it seemed like a better fight than it was because of... I thought that the Singe couldn't, get to us, because as you saw, Xin Zhao can't get to me. The only person that can get to me is the Singe, so I thought I was okay. I was wrong. Whoa. I mean, we ignited him and stuff, but... this guy doesn't have Xin Zhao ultimate, which is kind of convenient. But... that guy dies. The Riven is still unable to do anything in any of these fights, and I just get completely zoned off from being able to go back mid, which sucks because I really wanted to farm that wave that he's shoving. That's alright though. We'll just have to rotate all the way around the safe way because it's just too dangerous otherwise. At least we got a kill in the end because the Xin Zhao overcommitted and did something dumb. That's always convenient. We have our Nashor's Tooth and 200 gold, which is basically this wave if we get the cannon. And like every single bit of farm. I did miss one melee minion. Didn't miss cannon. We're off by about 50 gold. Basing for 50 gold is usually you take too long to get it, so I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to try to hit this plant and then just walk over it while I'm stealth so they can't see it, but they might just see the little things disappearing. And And then we'll just have to rotate back mid lane again. The Echo might rotate. Okay, I was going to say maybe rotate to me, but he rotated topside instead. My character stopped moving because I must have not right-clicked mid fully. Now, this guy does have Lich Bane, so I'm just thinking about if I could even trade versus him here. I do have Pyke coming, so if I just show up, he might Eon me, and I guess that wouldn't be that bad for, like, Pyke to set up to punish him afterwards. Like, because right after I use E, he might jump in. My auto tech canceled. The Hecarim ultimate went over the wall, but Hecarim didn't go over the wall. Are they gonna try diving him? What is going on? Oh, they just went for the plate? Ah, the Echo also went up there. I might be able to clean some of this up. Because Riven doesn't have TP. Getting Xin Zhao double buffs would be so sick. But it's all dependent on if I can get him, I guess. And I can't. What? Wait, was he about to die to a turret shot and came back in? I didn't even, like, auto-attack that guy, so it's basically my fault mechanically to make a mistake. That's okay, though. In the end, I still got a kill off of it. Not sure why, if it was a huge Echo mistake, or if for some reason he, like, was legitimately going to die and forced to get into that position, but any kill I will totally be fine with having, because it feels like the game is kind of weird, and not in a, like, way that we're winning necessarily, but I just know that just Twitch late game is just so insane, so I'm not really concerned about the early game too much. So he harassed me a ton, but he's like 1 HP here. If I just E, he dies. That's like the power of Twitch, right? Once you get to a certain spike point, especially with like enough CDR, as long as you can just keep that Venom onto them, you can use your E, hopefully twice, to just burst them. The Ziggs is getting caught by Singe, but he's fine so far. We're just saving up for a Needless. I mean, the faster we get Needless, the better we'll get this game. He just used his Q, so I might be able to do a pretty dang good trade, because even if he hits me with everything here, he'll probably have to ulti back. And then we just kill him. So, like, the whole entire point of me all-inning him is that I know that after he uses his Q, he'll only be able to Q me once, so I'm all-inning immediately, because all he can do is use his passive, his Lich Bane, and his E to damage me until his Q comes back up, and as long as I stay away from his ultimate, that's good. We use Ignite because his ultimate heals himself, so he doesn't heal for as much, and then once he doesn't heal for as much, my ECD comes off CD, and then he just dies for it, so we can get a solo kill again. Or I guess the other one wasn't a solo kill. Pyke was there, but I got a solo kill. Nice. We're starting to get pretty powerful now. They have some champions that are super annoying for Twitch, though. Singed is one of them because he's really fast, and even though you have a huge slow, it's something that you can run past. If you had, like, Nasus Wither, you press it on Singed and he's screwed and he can't get away from it, but this is not that type of outcome. He might die. Because he didn't get the redemption. Doesn't die. Darn, that sucks. I wonder how low he was, because he was very low there. I'm not really sure if I want to fight this mid or not. That guy's playing so aggressive, but my Q just expired. The timing of me being able to fight them there would be pretty nice if I could have just hit them. So this blue buff is not going to turn into my blue buff? What? Interesting. They are rotating to dragon. I'm kind of down to skirmish it. We don't have the best vision control right now. I'm probably just going to die because nobody's peeling for me, so I'm just dead here. We'll try to deal as much damage as we can to this guy. Xin Zhao focused me hard. The good news is that I did a ton on the other side, where I got to, like, hit Singed for a little bit, and I feel like Singed is, like, a huge part of their team fight. But, yeah, no peel means nothing I can do. The thing that I could have maybe done is walk to this, walk to a wall and use my flash better. That maybe could have saved my life. The fight started off with Pyke dying, or did he live? I feel like Pyke died, I don't know. But starting off a fight where somebody just face checks to put down vision control is always like a terrible situation to be in, of course. The Pyke is able to secure some kills. Zig's doing a good job at surviving, so they get a huge amount of money here. Massive, dude. The Ziggs, honestly, I think was he 0-2 and got a... No, he did not get a triple kill, okay. But it's still nice, huge. Good fight overall. Well played to the team. I cannot ever get near the Xin Zhao because he flashes on me like that, and then he just instantly kills me, and it's so challenging for me to play. We'll just try to hit mid with the team here because, I mean, even though they have the Singed, the Ziggs can just, like, clear it out so easily. Nobody's bot lane right now. Mid wave is not going to be taken by anybody, so I'll just take it, though, since the Ziggs still probably wants to base. Still waiting for Decap Spike to really reach the, like, ultimate damage spike. That actually would substantially increase my damage by a big margin. Fighting Echo is still a chore. We'll just grab the roses for now. I mean, they're worth quite a bit. How you usually fight side lane would be I have to not get hit by anything he uses with W when I'm CSing, and then if I find him first, I can win. If he hits me first, I lose. So it's a really terrible situation when I am trying to wave clear and I know that he's just going to all-in me, and then like something like this might happen. So I'll just try to clear the wave because I got nothing else to do. But that's why side laning sucks sometimes, because if you don't have the control, then there's just nothing you can do besides just... You could sit back and wait, though. Like, if I was to redo it, you just sit back and just do nothing. Don't even touch the wave. Because if he doesn't touch the wave, he gets nothing, too. So we're both getting nothing. And then, like, it's okay, right? Because nothing bad happens. But because I stepped up first, then I get hit. And then if he steps up first, then maybe I can try something, too. That's, like, how the fighting goes. The Ziggs is starting to really become powerful very quickly, isn't he? There is a another kill. Dang. So the Echo is just able to also solo kill Riven. Darn. I was not thinking she would die to him. Because Bruisers against Echo is not as easy for Echo to ever kill her unless she's like trying to kill him back. But I think that she's just always trying to kill him, so something bad happened. I'm just gonna be trying to rotate to whatever the next play is, which is always gonna be like on the other side of the map because I'm not played towards. This fight seems alright. It looks like the Echo was maybe gonna rotate mid, but didn't. The Ziggs is definitely dead here. Oh, that guy is gonna die. He's dead to the poison. That's huge. We should be able to fight this. As long as... Oh, they are all just collapsing. But... it seems that Riven plus Hecarim don't really want to fight very hard, so I guess they just can't. Like, I put down my Venom, we just have to wait for him to stand in it for a little bit. I just have to run away, otherwise I die. Riven still was able to take mid lane too. They could be on Otacon and just taking it, but neither of our frontliners like frontlining, so we'll just have to maybe see if I can salvage it on my own. Because they are kind of low, and I would rather sacrifice my life to stop them if I can. So, Lucian will die. They were quite low. I didn't get to stop them, but I did get to at least get a kill off of it. The Riven and Hecarim still absolutely hate playing around anywhere I ever go. They just always go to the other side of the map if I'm ever trying to make any play. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to probably stop doing the plays that I think maybe are possible. It was close. I almost killed 2 of them for 1. And yeah, alright, so the game state is still a bit strange. I have most of the kills. I have 7. We definitely need to build either Zhonya's or Deathcap next. I mean, sorry, Zhonya's or Banshees. Another needless item, just really necessary to have. Pretty big damage on a Singed, even though we can't kill him. I know Echo's just going to take side lane, and we should be just doing the dragon and just getting it. I'm going to go stop him on the next shove, because I can't stop him on this one. It's not possible. It's kind of challenging to honestly stop Echo in the first place from probably trying to even dive, maybe. Depends on if he is already prepping for me to show up. So I'm going to play pretty far away from this, just in case. Not interested in getting dove underneath my turret. Echo gets really, really ridiculous when he reaches his own Deathcap spike and he's super close to it, and when he finishes that, all he has to do is just jump in, press a button, and you kind of just instantly pop if you don't have, like, magic resist. So I'll probably be building Banshees this game, because I don't think Zhonya's would save me. But I think Banshee's magic resist might. I'm gonna buy the boot enchantment, though. This does give me dealing damage to people will give me a little bit of movement speed, which is kind of convenient. Also gives a little bit of ability haste too, which is also nice. The best outcome for a fight would usually be if the enemy tries to initiate on my team and gets punished for it. I slowed down the Singed significantly here, so he's super low. Yeah, that's why Twitch, like, my W, once you get to, like, the Deathcap spike, gets really dumb. So he was slowed down so much that he couldn't even, like, leave. He got stuck. Because if I wasn't there, I'm pretty sure Ziggs was caught. I don't think that he was going to be able to escape the outcome of the Singed flinging him back, but that little bit of slow that I had was just too much. Nice little kill, good pressure. There's Baron up, which I feel like would probably be a better thing to go for than anything else, but that guy dies. Just use my W. I can't commit further than this because I'm going to start tanking the turret if I go further. Darn, dude, he just Thresh also is taking damage from me, so that also is ruining it. We should just do the Baron, dude. Can we not? I feel like we can. Okay, I feel like we can't anymore because the Pyke also, like, chunked the crap out of himself. Gonna clear out some of the vision. We have our Verdant Barrier, whatever it's called. That guy's still trying to put vision down around Baron because he's probably, like, scared that we're doing it, even though he should know that now we aren't. I feel like that didn't see me. I got this guy kind of low, putting down my W again. There's people literally walking into my ability right now, and I don't know why. I'm almost dead. I'm definitely dead here. I'm gonna try to put down my Ignite and have him just walk through my stuff because he should probably die. Because the amount of damage once you have really high AP just gets really high. This does 111 and it stacks up to 6 times, so 600 damage, true damage. And then if I ignite them, that's 1,000. So I can deal with effectively, like, even this Hecarim, I can deal 1/3 of his HP, only true damage, if I just have full stacks. That's why it gets so ridiculous, and that's why Death Cap is so necessary. But yeah. That's also why I sometimes like trading kills on Twitch, because I feel like your team fight is just so broken. You can go Banshees and Zhonya's on Twitch too, so I might do that. Shadow Flame is another item that is a needless item that you can just build for more damage if you want to. It also makes it so your true damage can crit for like a bonus hit, because it increases it by 20%. It's not that bad. Hecarim is also, like, super strong now, too. Which is perfect. He should just die here. Oh, hey, he has Flash. Got it. I mean, you did get me, I guess. I was hoping that I obviously wouldn't die. It was close to me living. He did burn all of his summoners to kill me, and it's on a timing of a dragon, which is bad, but it is a 1-for-1 still, but I am more useful, probably. It's just that it's kind of useful for next fight, though, because now the Singe doesn't have, like, any sums, though. They're just gonna do Baron? Is Hecarim gonna try to steal, or is he just gonna do the dragon? Because if they are on the Baron, that's just gone then. Because Ziggs can't get there? Wow, he didn't blue trinket Baron. We know that they're not on it now because we saw where Ziggs and Lucian was, though. So that's okay. As soon as we get to see, like, where their carries are, there's just no way that they could be doing it otherwise. Ziggs landed a good ultimate, even though there's no way to do anything afterwards. This Echo is, like, doing a split push type thing, but that's, like, not that concerning for us, because he's half HP, and with Banshees, I do feel a lot safer, even though he can easily proc it with his Hextech Rocket Belt. They only have one cannon to shove here. The Ziggs is caught. But they're kind of ignoring me, so if I just, like, jump on their Lucian, I probably can just one-tap them, and then for the rest of the fight, there's not too many threats that can jump on me, so I can, like... There's a lot of poison on that guy. He'll probably die to my stuff, so I don't have to go for him anymore. If I just get completely ignored in a team fight, I can control the entire fight so easily, because all I have to do is just kill their one damage dealer that is the big damage threat, and then if Echo's not there, which he wasn't, since he left top, and we know that Singe can't fling me back, and also Xin Zhao is fully committing to kill my Ziggs, then that just gives me all of the opportunity in the world to do whatever I want, and that's when we get the win. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a, like, challenging one where, like, mistakes were made, but we know what we could do in the future. And, like, the types of things you could be thinking about if you ever want to improve your own gameplay when mistakes do happen. Of, like, when I went bot lane and got solo killed, that was something that I probably could have fixed and stuff. Damage dealt was very similar to most other people. The Riven top lane did less damage than our Pyke. It's okay, though. She was useful, I think, in her own way. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Arena if you want to see it. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Twitch in Arena. We don't know what I want to do yet. I have a Leona on my team. She has Omni Soul. We have Hail Blades and Press the Attack, which is pretty dang useful. Usually when you play Twitch in Arena, you want to do not AP, usually, because AD can just, like, kill people in, like, a couple auto attacks, which is kind of ridiculous. But it can be kind of fun to do it. I kind of want to try back to the basics, even though it sounds kind of weird. Oh my gosh, this might be, like, the most grief thing ever. So we'll find out how grief this is. Back to the basics, locks your ultimate, so I can never use it for the rest of the game. But I get a pretty insane amount of, like, benefit. I firstly get a huge amount of ability haste. So, like, my ability haste now is so high. I have 115 early on, so I can, like, spam way more frequently. My damage just increased by a percentage, which is also crazy good. She just has my poison taking on her, so she's just taking a ton. And I just feel like with Twitch and you have so much percent damage in the kit that I was like, you know what? What if I just make it so I, Didn't his passive proc somewhere? Yeah, it did right there. Anyways, if I'm making it so all of my ability damage is... Oh, wait, is it ability damage and not your passive? I don't know if this counts for that, because it says abilities, and sometimes they literally mean abilities and not passives. I have no idea. I guess the best way to test it would be using my abilities on the target dummy and just seeing if the damage per second, true damage, is the same number here. But yeah, I figured that it could be okay. 70 ability haste, healing, shielding is up, increasing the damage of this. If, for some reason, my passive is not increased, this probably was extremely grief, but I didn't know if maybe it meant, like, all of my damage is increased, so I guess we'll find out, won't we? Pretty quickly. If, it was bad or not to go. 35% ability damage. Chose me. I chose the one that makes it so we can't get eliminated one time, and that can be kind of useful if you're trying to stall out a game. I feel like Twitch is a pretty good scaling champion in Arena for, just getting quite powerful. Because we have so much ability haste, let's just build this. I'm just going to put down my stuff. This does 25 damage per second, and it does 34, so it does work. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Increasing my E damage by a percentage and my this damage by a percentage seems crazy. Also, this has 18% AP ratio on Summoner's Rift and has 24 here, so it's higher, too. That's sick. So I'm increasing that percentage, and I'm increasing the 210% AP ratio on this as well. Like, that's the whole entire reason why I want all of these things. Who cares if I can't ultimate? I'll just do W spam Twitch. Kind of. Even if he lands this, he has to have his teammate come in. Otherwise, I can just probably run away. Like, they're only just going for me, but as long as I can just, like, continue running, there's not much that they can do. This guy's dead. And then this guy, I can just continue kiting out because I can just press E. It just dies. It's not very easy for them to honestly play versus us, especially with this Rengar is not level 6 yet. It's going to get so challenging when they're both 6, because what they'll do is... Lee Sin has double kick, apparently. He has ultimate revolution. And then Rengar will ulti on top of me. But hey, at least we had to fight them early on before they get their ultimates. Also, because I don't have my I mean, not being level 6 isn't important because I can't even use my ultimate ever for the rest of the game. So I guess I just won't put points into my ultimate either because it's pointless. So I'll just put more points into my other stuff. Sword of the Divine makes it so my crits can crit. If I had Jewel Gauntlet, that'd be kind of sick, but I don't. I feel as though Night Harvester is okay. I'll reroll Sword of the Divine. Detonation Orb is by far the best thing. That's what I was hoping for. Detonation Orb is like one of the best AP items in the entire game because all it does is just store damage, but it also just gives you a lot of nice stuff. I guess the Magic Pen isn't too important on it. Maybe Night Harvester is honestly like about equal with it because maybe my tankiness matters a little bit. I hope I don't just like immediately die as soon as the round starts in future fights because I just don't have like any health. Because I feel like I can die very quickly, right? I'm storing a lot of damage on this Maokai. I know that this guy hit me, but I don't know if my Leona can even get to me. Just going to the other side to help out the Leona. My poison ticking onto the Maokai kind of did a lot. I know that they'll commit everything onto me here, but I'll just press my E one more time, and I feel like we just end here. Like, there's no way that this guy is going to survive Leona with my passive ticking. So even if I died, we probably still would have won. Not bad. Once again, not leveling up my ultimate because there's no point. And, do I want Nashor's Tooth? Probably not, right? I think that we just play, like, the range game and play Twitch less as the Nashor's Tooth buy and more of just, like, I'm gonna run away from you guys type angle. So I'm a big fan of, like, Cosmic Drive because Cosmic Drive is nuts because your W now will endlessly proc movement speed all the time. And, like, look how much ability haste I have. So we just, like, run away from them. Inside of Arena, I feel like playing him as an auto-attacker doesn't even make any sense. Dang, we also got more AP as well. We got a gold anvil. That was very lucky. Gold is better than silver here. They have Ornasis. They're just gonna, like, run away from us, but it doesn't really matter. So all I'm gonna do is, like, try to hit them from far away and just, like, continuously beat them and just, like, keep my passive onto them. I know that this guy might try to hit me. That's okay, though. Even though he's still hitting me with stuff, they're really, really low. I can just try to kill this guy in the meantime while the Ornn is... Not the Ornn, but the Nasus is trying to heal himself. I don't even think I needed to burn my flash. I don't like burning my flash if it's not necessary. I hope it wasn't completely grief. It might have been. I don't know. Oh, nope, he dies. Cool. Because I want to use my flash versus the rounds where they have, like, the Lee Sin or the Rengar to one-shot me. I feel like we can still win. Since your flash doesn't come back every round. It comes back every 2 rounds. Okay, so this just is not good, so I'm not going to take that. Honestly, these are all pretty bad. This is Lux W, so that's, like, the best one. My attack stealing bonus physical damage based off my AP is sometimes okay. In our case, we're really trying to kite. So if I don't find anything better, I will take that, but I would prefer to honestly find something even different than that, because Big Brain is just, you get a shield based off of your AP, and I will be building a death cap eventually, and if I'm going to be able to survive longer, that's just better, so I can just continue running away and kiting. That's what I was hoping for. I got... Apparently, I still had, like, stuff ticking on that guy, so that made it very easy. The only thing that matters is just never getting hit by any ability here, otherwise I might die to Static Shiv, so... Okay, cool. She was able to get her Heartsteel proc, too. The guy got scared because I was going one direction, and then he was going a different one, and he got spooked by it. We are in first place, and we have not lost a single round just yet. That is sick. Horizon Focus will give us even more AP and Ability Haste again if I really wanted to. If I buy this, my AP goes to 400. Which doesn't seem like that crazy, honestly. I can always go Shadow Flame just to make it so I also deal, like, true damage and stuff when people get low. I feel like Shadow Flame might honestly be better, because, holy crap, when I have my, like, poison taking on them, because I have Back to the Basics, which is increasing this by a percentage, and then this is going to increase that by a percentage again, that gets kind of nuts fast. And then how Detonation Orb is that I'm increasing... It's storing damage as a percentage again. I don't know. All these percentages really usually turn you into a pretty ridiculous beast, which is why also they're, like, so strong. She used her W back at me, which was annoying, but not much I can really do. I got hit by that, but that's okay. She's just gonna die because I keep on spamming E. If you don't know, Mel can reflect back your E back at yourself, but it doesn't work because it doesn't deal damage to you because I don't have any stacks on myself. So it reflects back to me, but then nothing happens. Now we just play the far away game, continue mashing E from far, and there's not much that they can do. This is actually such a satisfying way of playing Twitch. I try to do this inside of Summoner's Rift occasionally. Sometimes you might see me do, like, Cosmic Drive or Horizon Focus, first item, no Nashor's Tooth, and go Phase Rush. And you just play really far away and just do W spam. And you usually build even more CDR, like with your runes and stuff, because when you play regular Twitch mid, you usually take the attack speed. You don't take the Legend Ability Haste, so you'd have Legend Ability Haste and Transcendence. Transcendence is the blue rune, and both of those combined give you, of course, substantially more Ability Haste than a regular Twitch. And then with the itemization, you make it so you have W and E spam more frequently. It's kind of hard to pull off, though. It's not as viable, I would say. We just play super far away here. I can even throw this on top myself, and look how slow down he is. He literally can't chase me whatsoever. And we just continue playing around it. And I just continue mashing while he just has stacks on him, and it's like getting so insane. He just can't move. Melee characters, if they can't one-shot me immediately, can't do anything. Lol. They can't do anything at all. All of these are fine. This one's no revives. This one is deal more damage to one person. There's bonus money. I'm always fine with that because bonus money means that if you're usually winning, which we are, we just can get more money and maybe do something else, like buy another prismatic if we really wanted to. If I want another prismatic, I'd be down for Crown, Rune Carver. Diamond Tip Spear would be crazy strong. Giant Slayer increases my damage by a percentage. So I'll probably take that. Otherwise, True Shot Prodigy is also broken. In fact, maybe more broken. Ability Haste equal to your AP. I already have Crazy Ability Haste, so I'm just going to take the Giant Slayer. True Shot Prodigy is just kind of goofy because the thing is, if you have it, your poison lasts, or your venom, whatever, lasts so long, and you can just slow people from far away that it's difficult for them to not always be constantly pressured by just the True Shot barrages going on them. We just play really far away here and just never, ever step up close enough for them to ever hit us. Ever. And then if they try to go for us, we just have to run away near our W so they can't catch us. And then as you can see, the damage is starting to stack crazily, right? It doesn't matter if this guy has accelerating sorcery. I'm just waiting. Also, he's like popped over here. I think that he died, so... Yeah, he literally died over there because he was popped in his passive, and I just couldn't see. Nice. We can buy a decap, but we also could go for a prismatic if I really wanted it. I feel like... Death Cap would go to 540. Let's buy a prismatic. I'll do Rune Carver. We'll buy Death Cap as my final item. We don't really need to go Void Staff on Twitch because your true damage is so high that you can usually just play off of that. Like, look how it's ticking for 232. It's supposed to tick for 127. We're almost at the point where my passive is dealing, when they're below 30% because of Shadow Flame and all other combinations, that it's dealing like double the amount. It's actually crazy how strong it is. This guy can't move at all. He's just so stuck. Look how much damage he did, though. Like, when he auto-attacks me one time, I almost just die. Okay, I saw a tick for 344. I don't know what that was from, but... we can just do movement speed here. I don't know if critical strike damage includes this, so maybe I could have made it so it hit even harder, because I just realized that that could have been kind of crazy if I want that other thing. It's okay, though. Let's just buy this. I'll do 2 random ones because I've been doing pretty good this game, and I'm fine with being a little bit greedy to, like, get crazy stats. It gave me 2 attack speed shards. Wow. That's not really what I wanted, but it's whatever. Like, even my E only does 900. But it doesn't matter because people just can't move. I don't have that high of AP. It's just that I have too much CDR, and I'm just able to constantly run away from people. Oh yeah, this also gives you movement speed. Not this. Wait, this doesn't give you movement speed? I thought Back to the Basics does. I think Draw Your Sword. I must have misremembered. Alright, so these guys are so tanky, right? But, ultimately, I should be able to eventually kill these guys. It doesn't matter really how tanky they are. They will eventually die to the true damage no matter what. I'll even throw down my ability to just, like, cut this guy off. Like, he literally cannot play the game, damn. It's actually so goofy how they both know that there's no way to do anything versus me whatsoever. This is so stupid, actually. And the enjoyment is that you know that they're suffering. I mean, that's like the best part of this. You just get heavy enjoyment knowing that there's nothing that it feels like they can do ever. Because they're just unable to run away from you. We'll do the Dragon Souls because all of the other ones were so freaking trash. I'll buy another one. We'll just do the AP this... No, I'll do this again. We got Magic Pen. You know what? I'll take it, dude. Magic Pen's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that useless. The AP probably would have been better, though. But hey, what if I rolled AP twice? Then it would be double as effective. This one still is kind of a challenging one, because Leona died last time. Ooh. Ooh. She got kind of crushed. She's dead. Dude, I'm just running in circles, dude. There's no way for you to honestly jump on top of me either. It feels bad. Hey, hit me. I mean, he's slowly getting work done because he just doesn't really die that quickly, does he? And as you can see, like, once I start taking damage, I start taking so much because they have super low CDs. I feel like that was not good. She shouldn't have done that. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness! His accelerated sorcery is going so crazy. Dude, it's actually nuts how he doesn't die. But that's only because we don't have, a way to get through his healing or shielding. I really don't want to build it. No. Can we... Huh, I don't know. We have Decap. Smolder sometimes could be kind of a chore to go versus, so we'll see. Because Smolder starts dealing a ridiculous amount of true damage, and it's not really fair, because he does it from super far away. Like, the amount of damage he'll deal to me with just one auto attack usually just kills you instantly. If you ever want to, like, have the most brain-dead arena runs, you just go with Smolder every game, because he doesn't, he's probably, like, the most skillless OP character in arena. You press Q one time and you'll kill somebody instantly. There's no kiting required, nothing. Just, you win automatically. It's really bonkers. Highly recommend if you want to have an easy time. I still could technically build Grievous Wounds. Also, your physical damage. Ah, it's the last line. It says, also your physical. I potted up, I bought a bunch of stuff. This time, there won't be a way for us to, like, get caught immediately, I hope. As you saw, his damage is really high, so, like, technically it's still losable, always. Whoa. She's going hard. Oh my gosh, that did a crazy amount of burst damage. He did hit me. He just flashed for me, I think. But as soon as he gets popped, it's screwed, so he loses now. But just because I did crazy damage to them doesn't mean that we're going to have an easy time versus the Smolder. So, yeah. We'll just take Ability Haste. Even though I have a lot of it, might as well just get even more, I guess. My Giant Slayer did quite a bit of damage last round. I think Smolder did Anvil Run and got a pretty big Anvil Run going for himself, so that's the problem that happened. Oh dang, Leona's gonna instant die. Probably just dead here, right? Oh, wait. Nah, never mind. The Smolder honestly is unkillable. I just realized that. Oh wait, I threw down my W. He might actually die. My poison was too much. But it's not gonna matter in the end because Smolder still gets to come back. Dang, my damage to this guy is non-existent. That's crazy how I deal nothing to Maokai. Why do I deal nothing to Maokai? Why is that? Damage reduced. What do I want? Wow, that's a lot of magic resist. Holy crap. Leona has Dragonheart. I feel like I should also be saving up for that. We don't lose if we lose next round. So I'm just going to pot up and save my money because I'll try to sell something to buy and see if I can find a Dragonheart next round, because technically it would be worth it. But just because... I don't know, it's just such a chore going versus this guy, dude. It's crazy. No, dude, it's just so nuts. He Qs me one time and I insta-die. And I use my flash, too, so now they have flash advantage. No! Darn it. Oh, it's over, isn't it? And I didn't find it? Dang, it's probably just doomed now. Oh, GG's. We'll try to play it out, but, I mean, one Smolder Q insta-kills me, so good luck to us. He kind of has 34 anvils, so for us to even have a shot at winning this is kind of insane. He's generated fortune shards for 8,000 gold. If this was like a regular Smolder, we probably would be able to win this pretty easily. But because they're Anvil and they did get, it seems like a pretty crazy run going for themselves for late game, it's not really possible to win without getting a bit lucky, probably. I'm basically dead. He pressed Q onto me and insta-killed me. But I'm still pretty happy about it. I mean, sometimes you have to go versus something that's just, like, not really beatable. And we got to showcase how Twitch can function, though, inside of Arena versus, like, regular team comps. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Have a great day. Peace out. Bye.